Let me tell you why you need to set up Apify for your workflows. So if you didn't know what Apify is, it's essentially an app store for web scrapers. And if you're watching this video, there's a pretty big chance that you and I both know 99% of your use case when it comes to vibe coding and AI workflows and things like that is step one, you scrape data, right? Like that is literally the foundation of all that you do. Now you can go and play the game at super hard mode and create your own scraper. You can do that. But if you're like me, no technical background, you're basically a monkey, keep watching because this product solves the problem for you. I'm not affiliated. I'm not paid by this. I'm just a small YouTube creator. Like, let's be honest here. It's not like I really needed to even clarify that. But anyways, first thing I want you to do is go to Apify and create an account. When you create an account, they're going to give you $5 to spend for free. Hell yeah. Also, I'm currently recording this at an airport in Korea because I promised myself I'll make videos every day. So you're just going to have to live with the fact that my face and the light just kills your eyes. Also, while you're looking at me, look at the screen. All right. So here's some, like the most important terminology you should know is actor. So actor in Apify just literally means scraper. I actually don't know why they went with that naming, but fine. Now, in terms of cost, there's really only two types of actors that you can use. It's either you pay per usage or you rent the actor. There are some actors where you have to rent and pay for usage. Those guys are divas. They think that they're the hottest thing that walked the face of the earth. But more often than not, they're probably worth that price. Let me just fix the mic. Okay. So now that you understand that actors mean scrapers, and runs, it's exactly kind of what it sounds like. It's the action of using the scraper, so scraping, the act of scraping. You can honestly get started. Here's what you're going to do. You don't really want to use Apify inside of Apify. I find it to be, again, as someone who's not technical, I'm a monkey, too complicated. Why would I want to go inside of Apify and then, I don't know, search the Apify store, go to Google Maps scraper, get presented with way too much things happening here. Like, oh my God, I don't want to do all that. So I'm going to show you how to bypass this by using their MCP survey. If you just click on search and then you type MCP, then go to configure MCP server. It's going to take you to something that looks like this. Way less overwhelming. Here's what you're going to do. You want to first select the actors that you are going to want to use. So like, for example, you can search for this, right? Like LinkedIn, mass LinkedIn profile scraper. Maybe I want to use that, okay? Let's search, maybe they have something content, I think. LinkedIn top content scraper. I actually don't use this, but I should. This sounds like it could be pretty helpful. And as I'm selecting things, let me select something Instagram, doesn't matter, okay? Blah, blah, blah. When I'm selecting all these, what's happening is it's adding all the actors that I want to use. What we're trying to accomplish here is we're going to generate a link, essentially, or a URL that we're going to paste in Claude Code that is going to tell Claude Code which scrapers we want to use. It will all make sense in a second. Just lock in and stay with me here. Then we want to select which tools we want to give our Claude Code access to. So as you can see, it pre-selects these two because without them, like, how are you going to do the work? This one is searches an actor. Searches actors in the Apify store, actor details, call actor. So by the way, like, you don't really need to do this. It's just like, you might as well do it now if you know which actors you want to use. It's a bit faster, but you can add more stuff later. Documentation, you obviously need to know the documentation of the scraper or the actor. I'm going to keep saying those two words just to make sure you understand what they mean in order to get the job done. But you actually want to add more features. So dynamic actor edition, turn that on. This allows you to add an actor, let's say in a new, so in a given session, if you need another actor, it will allow you to add that in your Claude Code session. You also want to get actor run because you want to know which actors are working. You might want to know that, I don't know, but it's just like, it doesn't hurt to add this. You want to know which actors are running. You might want to get the actor running logs, and you also might want to stop the actor from doing what it's doing. And now, really also important is you want to oh my God, I can't speak. You want to give Claude Code the ability to get the metadata about any given data set that you're scraping. You also want to get the data set items. You want to be able to list the data set. You might want to get the data set schema. So definitely get this actor output, of course. And that is pretty much all you need. And now it's as simple as going to Claude Codes. If you're using something else like Cursor, ChatGPT, whatever, it's so, guys, honestly, Apify made this so straightforward. Like, if you want to use it in your desktop app, they have a guide on how to do so. You want to use it on online, you could on the browser, you could do that. But I think most of you watching this are probably using Claude Code. So go to Claude Code, toggle this on. This essentially just adds your API key inside this long URL. And you're going to copy this, and then you're going to go to your terminal, and you're going to paste it. Okay, and you're going to paste it, and you're going to tell it, hey, can you configure this MCP server for me? It's that simple. And now I want to show you an example. So you know what's funny is I recorded a video already for this, but I realized at the end that OBS didn't record my audio. And if I finish this video and I realize OBS didn't record my audio, everyone in this airport is going to see me grab my MacBook and smash it on the ground. So let's just hope, fingers crossed, it doesn't happen. So I'm just going to literally show you the example I did in my video like 40 minutes ago. First, I confirmed that it has, you can see my MCP server because I wanted to show you guys like, yeah, you know, it has access to it. And then this is the example I use. I say, can you use LinkedIn open jobs scraper to let me know if Apple has any open jobs right now? And if so, which ones? Okay. Now, this was such a good example that I did by accident because it showed additional things that I wasn't even planning on showing, but it actually, it does a really good job explaining why it's so powerful to use Apify or really any other software within the CLI, okay? So in here, it figures out what is the top LinkedIn job scraper to use. And it figures that out because it has really a high number of users and high success rates and good ratings, okay? Then it's fetching the active details, obviously, so to get the job done. But now what I thought was really cool is you can see this one line here. It says, we'll read it together. The search returned 24 results, but the keyword Apple matched jobs that just mentioned Apple in the description. Let me pull the full data set and filter for actual Apple jobs. This is really powerful. And this would not have been able to be possible if I didn't set up the MCP server like I told you to set it up, by giving it the ability to fetch the data set and also give you the outputs, right? So this is an important detail to mention. And this also, as a quick side note, because I run a growth agency, this is a really common weakness that happens where a lot of the databases, what they'll do is if you search Apple, they'll show you everything that has Apple in it. But sometimes you don't need that. Like if, let's say I fix Apple hardware, right? But that's not my query. I want to open Apple jobs. But that company that fixes Apple products, they might be hiring, but I don't care about those people. And Claude figured it out by itself without me having to say anything. I get it. This is the most like assistant feeling ever when you see Claude doing something like this. So then, okay, it creates, it outputs the list of open roles, and it even also tells you like, hey, in this case, Apple is obviously a huge company. So if you go on Apple, let me just, Apple open jobs, like Apple has their open jobs on their website, right? So it was really cool to see that it also figures that out, and it tells me like, hey, if that's what you care about, you need to fetch it over there. But nevertheless, not only did it get me the open jobs it found, it even specifies that like, listen, these open jobs, they're all retail store roles. And I suspect the reason why it says that is because Claude has a great memory system, and it probably knows that I run a B2B growth agency. And a lot of times when I'm scraping for people, they're usually in tech roles, right? But okay. The other thing then I added kind of like as a bonus for this video is, look, I mentioned earlier that the first step is you scrape data, but now that you have the data, what do you do? So I'll make a full video on this, but just to kind of give you a quick teaser, like you want to put that data in a database. Makes sense, right? My preferred choice for a database is Neon. So this is Neon. And Neon is great because it also has an MCP server that you can easily configure. Again, for another video, I want to make sure this video is mainly about Apify, but I just wanted to show you that it's as simple as then using natural language again, and I'm saying push it to my database in Neon called OneAway, because I have obviously multiple databases. And what I also thought, oh my God, where's my English? What I also thought was cool is I didn't have this job listings database configured because for me, I just have companies for lead listing, contacts, like my own use case, right? But again, it figures that out by itself. It says no existing table for job listings. I'm going to create a job listing. and it does that, and it pushes the data set here. And then now I can do whatever I want. I'm obviously hosting this data now. The possibilities are endless. So just to quickly wrap up this video, what did we learn? We learned what Apify is. Like the short elevator pitch is, it's literally an app store for web scrapers, and it is the foundation for most of your workflows. We also learned what actors are. So an actor is essentially a scraper. We also learned the pricing model of those actors, which is either by pay per usage, or you have to rent it, so you pay a fixed amount per month, or for some of them, you have to pay a fixed amount and also pay per usage. We also learned how to set up an MCP server and why we set it up. We set it up because it allows us to scrape data by using natural language like this, instead of having to use the actual software tool, which kind of like a side note, this is the future of how, this is the future of user experience. Like UX is all going to be within a chat terminal. That's where it's heading, right? We learned how to set up the MCP server. So you just have to go to configure the MCP server inside of Apify. You want to add the actors that you want to use. Nevertheless, you can add them later in the chat. You can tell it, hey, add this actor in my MCP server configuration. You want to toggle all of these on. I'm not going to repeat. You can rewatch the video or take a screenshot. And then you want to select Claude Code. You want to make sure you turn this on, so it's obviously using your account. You want to paste this link in the chat and tell Claude Code to set it up. And that is pretty much it. If you found this video helpful at all, please leave a like and a comment. It helps push this channel out. If you want to get free resources on the things I'm building for myself, for my agency, and my clients, you can join my school community. The link in the description is completely for free for now. I'm going to paywall it once we hit 500, oh my God, 500 users or 500 community members. So join ASAP before I paywall it, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.